Everybody, welcome back to the podcast. I've got a quick episode. This is more of an update episode. Got some news. I got some stuff I've been working on, cooking up. This is kind of weird, but I have been working on some things. I'm super excited to share those with you. One of them is a new podcast. That's right. I said new podcast. So I've been doing Flipping Junkie for, I don't even know how many years now. I think 5 years, maybe. 200 episodes plus in the making, and I'm still going to continue that. So don't worry, don't freak out. You're going to get your fix. Basically, Flipping Junkie, if you're new, okay, so I'm going to preface this, right? Because if you're new to Flipping Junkie podcast, it's really all about helping, a new investor be able to get into the business, with the right mindset, with the right knowledge about marketing and what it takes, and getting going in this business, right? There's been advanced topics. There's been some good stuff outside of that, but really the focus from the beginning was always that, right? Sharing what's working and how to overcome obstacles to really get going and get that start into the business, right? And if you're new, definitely check out the rest of the Flipping Junkie podcast episodes, but specifically go back to about episode 16. And maybe even if you're not new to Flipping Junkie podcast, go back to this episode like 16, I think. And I started titling them with brackets and then had something in the brackets before the title of the show. But the thing was, that was a step-by-step. Each episode followed the last one, right? So I interviewed different people, but they were about specific subjects in order that a new investor would need them, right? So the first section is like motivation, mindset, getting to that right mindset of being an entrepreneur and what it takes to like set the goals and what to expect. And then getting into doing some marketing, what to expect, how to do it, all that kind of stuff, different experts about direct to mail, driving for dollars, all that kind of stuff, into doing the deals and all that. So it's kind of like an audio course, like a free audio course, but of better quality than paid ones, I would like to say. Anyway, got these good experts and that I've interviewed on those episodes. But I think there's like 50 episodes. So it's like episode 16 or so, all the way up to like 60 something, I think, is that sequence of really good episodes that goes in that order. So if you're newer, that's what that is. And you should check those out. Okay, so let's move into, if you're listening and you are doing marketing, you've started the engine, right? You're revving that car up, not quite a race car yet, but you're doing some marketing, you're generating the leads. Maybe you've done some deals and you're doing some deals, but you're doing everything yourself, right? You're still putting the marketing out there. You're still taking those calls. You're still going to appointments, even when you get a call at 5 o'clock on Friday afternoon and you just want to be with your family. I get it. I was there for too long. And this next podcast that I'm starting, that I've already started, actually, you can check it out right now, and I hope that you do, is called Braver. Okay. It's a short, sweet name, Braver. But basically, it's taking a look at the fears. And so voluntarily taking a look at the fears, the things that keeps us operating as a solopreneur or with like one partner, but not actually, developing a team and building out the freedom. Okay. And so that's what the podcast is geared towards. So if you're in that stage where you're in this business, but you're doing it all yourself, that podcast is all about transitioning and moving past, looking at those fears and moving through that, taking the next steps to find the next level of success. Because when I look back at the reason why I operated this business with, Melissa and I ran this business for so many years with just us without hiring a team, it's because we had these beliefs around what that meant. And specifically, I was feeling like I didn't want to take that responsibility on, right? If I hired somebody who got responsibility, I can't take a vacation for 3 months because we've got somebody that we want to keep busy, that wants to get paid, that needs to support their family, all that kind of stuff. And I think that, along with some other things that I talk about in the podcast, the new one, in the Braver podcast, that's the kind of stuff I think that kept me in that cycle of of just doing a bunch of deals, but not getting to another level, like really just working my butt off more and more, because I found success in doing some deals. And then in order to increase my success or try to succeed more, all I could really do was work more, right? I could work harder, I could work more, I could try to work smarter, but if that involves still me doing everything, then I was just doing more of it and working longer hours and all that kind of stuff. And guess what? We never did take a 3-month vacation because we couldn't, because we had to keep it all going. It's a trap. I'm telling you, like, you know, you avoid responsibility and you end up kind of stuck in responsibility because you are the only one there to do it. So you're making yourself very responsible and on the hook for a lot of stuff. And I want to help other investors move through that, move past that. And that's why I'm doing that podcast. The first episode of the Braver podcast is all about why I chose that name. There's a good story there about that. And then also my story through in this business and what that was like. So be sure to check that out. It's a Braver podcast. You can see that it's on iTunes, Stitcher, all that kind of good stuff. The cover art is a tiger, super cool, super mean looking. I like it. It says Braver with Danny Johnson. So that's how you know it's that one. The background color is orange, but I don't think there's another podcast called just Braver. So it should be pretty easy to find. Braver. Anyway, hope you guys check that out. And for sure, to help that podcast grow and get some traction, because nobody knows about it, if you would rate and review it. There's several episodes already there. I think I've got 4 episodes already published and live on there all at once, because I just put them out there. Check it out. If you like it, please leave a rating and review on iTunes. I mean, that's super helpful, because we can try to help get that into the new and noteworthy to get a little bit more traction on it. And I really do appreciate it. I like seeing the ratings and reviews that people are enjoying what's being put out there. It helps keep it all going and growing. And like I said, I'm going to continue for the time being, still publishing on Flipping Junkie as well to help, but kind of having that next level stuff going into the Braver podcast. And I want to have episodes with people outside the industry with regards to leadership, motivation, encouragement, all that kind of stuff. I think that goes into the business building aspect of it, and moving beyond into the next level. So not trying to repeat the same success and having more success by doing more of the same things, but really change your viewpoint, your mindset to grow and go to that next level. So check out the Braver podcast. There's also a website. I'm still kind of working on it, so you might see a couple weird things on there, but it's braver.fm, braver.fm. So hope you follow along on that one and subscribe. Yes, I didn't even say that. Subscribe to the podcast. Come on. You got to subscribe. Hurt my feelings if you don't, okay? And I know each and every one of you that's listening right now, so don't go doing that. All right, the next piece of business that I've got that I hope you'll join me on is on Tuesday. Let me see what day that is. June 29th, okay? But as I usually say, go ahead and check the page if it's past that date, because I'm going to be still doing this several times, right, for the next probably couple months. So check it out anyway. But I've got a masterclass sort of thing, a class that I'm putting on that is a call where I'm going to show a proven framework for deal consistency so you can grow and sustain a team. So that sort of is also along the same lines as the podcast, right? But it's a proven framework, something to follow with certain pieces to get to the place where the business can actually support a team, because you can't really have a team if you can't support them, right? And so what are the steps? What are the necessary things needed to do to shift from doing everything yourself to setting up a true business that actually works for you instead of you doing all the work for it? And I did that for too many years, so I know how painful that can be after a while and how old it kind of gets. And so, if you're interested in really growing past that and taking it to a new level where you open up some new passion for yourself and your business, because you're actually having the time to be an operator of a business where you're looking at your numbers, where you know what's going on, your finger on the pulse of the business at all times, and you're adjusting it and really being able to take the bigger, broader view, the 30,000 foot view of what's going on, like where's it going and what's going on and what needs fixing, and spending your time there. That's like super high dollar activity versus the other stuff, which can get you some good money, but over time, it's not getting you as much as what you could be doing and growing, and mostly in terms of having time, right, for you and yourself and your family. So Tuesday, June 29th, 10 o'clock in the morning, you can join me, yours truly, on this training. Head over to forefrontcrm.com/webinar. Okay, forefrontcrm.com/webinar. And let me see. Yep, that's that. So you can go ahead and sign up for free for that. We'll be on talking about that, and be very cool. So I'm going to show you that framework, proven framework, of course, for deal consistency, so you can grow and sustain a team. And then also during the last part of it, I'll be showing you how to use and leverage technology to be able to do that, right? To be able to manage that within your business. So that'll be super helpful, practical stuff for you to take and start implementing in your business to change it. So join me by going to forefrontcrm.com/webinar, and also check out and subscribe to the Braver podcast. Appreciate your support in that, and support and Flipping Junkie as well. Flipping Junkie podcast has over 400 ratings and reviews, with close, I think it's like a 4.9 overall. And so, that couldn't be done without, you guys showing your support for it, to keep it going, to keep things progressing, and then to keep doing that. So I super appreciate all of you guys listening to this. There's so many podcasts now, and I know you got a lot of choices. So you sticking here means that you might like something about me somehow. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's the mostly monotone voice kind of situation where you're listening to go to sleep or something. I hope not. But anywho, thanks for the support. And I know a lot of you listening are longtime friends. We really appreciate your friendship. So thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great week. We'll be having more episodes coming up soon. But to get your fix right now, Braver Podcast got 4 new episodes for you to listen to. So enjoy. And I hope you like the new music, the intro music. So I chose a different one for that one. If you can tell me what show's theme song that sounds like, you get extra points. Points for what? I don't know what yet, but you'll get extra points, and I'll think you're pretty cool for it. So check it out. Braver Podcast, folks. All right, this was the Flipping Junkie one. Have a great week. Talk to you soon.